Hello there. A real west-east divide in terms of the feel of the weather across Europe over the next few days. A large area of high pressure keeping things fine and dry, as you can see on the satellite picture. Not that much in the way of shower cloud around, but a southerly wind bringing unseasonable warmth across western parts of Europe, but a northerly wind is bringing below average temperatures to the eastern half of Europe. For the time being, that is set to change. It means that we'll see some sharper showers across parts of Turkey and into southern Greece as well. Fine and dry across the Balkans and across much of Italy, the French Riviera, mid-20s perhaps for central Spain. That's above the average for the time of year. A similar story as well for Portugal. Lots of dry, warm weather through France, across central and southern parts of England and Wales, and also across parts of Germany and the Low Countries. But as we move towards the end of Wednesday into Thursday, we'll see some wetter weather pushing its way into Portugal, and the wind direction will gradually start to change. So another warm day across Paris, 26 degrees here, but what a difference as we head towards the weekend. Those temperatures easing down considerably, going from the mid-20s in Madrid down into the teens. But it's a different story for Greece. Temperatures are on the up, and we'll see a little more sunshine and warmth returning. Hello there. A forecast for the Middle East coming up shortly. It's all about the heat building there as well at the moment. More on that in just a short while, but let's take a look at the satellite picture across Africa. You can see the seasonal rains close to the equator here. They're starting to pep up now, particularly close to the Gulf of Guinea as well. To the south of that, it's largely fine and quiet. To the north of that, a good deal of dry weather, but a northerly wind coming out of the Mediterranean might bring some lifted dust and a slightly fresher feel to parts of Libya and to Egypt as well. So that's the story through Wednesday. If we take a look at the city forecast, you can see the risk of a shower into Cape Town, but an improvement as we go through the rest of the week. Good deal of dry, fine weather elsewhere. And it looks likely that we'll see a good deal of sunshine across Cairo, but you've got to factor in the strength of that wind and the possibility of some lifted dust over the next couple of days. Now, moving into the Middle East, it's all about the wind direction here, as well as the southerly breeze is driving up some warmth, so temperatures above the average for the time of year once again. This has been the trend over the last few weeks, so we're likely to see temperatures on Wednesday across Saudi into the mid-30s, but they potentially could get higher as we go through the next couple of days because of that light southerly breeze. It looks likely that Friday will be the peak of the warmth, with those temperatures slowly starting to ease a touch into the weekend. Hello there. We're expecting some heavy rain across the far northwest of South America over the next few days. You can see the shower clouds brewing up on the satellite picture. Also some pretty intense showers down across the far south of Brazil. Here temperatures a little below par for the time of year. The best of the drier weather really is from Santiago south, fine, settled and sunny. Let's take a look at where the heaviest of the rain is. Then across parts of Colombia, Ecuador and northern Peru, we'll see some sharper showers merging together for longer spells of rain, windy with it as well. Now, across parts of central Brazil, not too bad, but there are those heavier showers I pointed out across Rio de Janeiro. Temperatures a little bit more subdued here, but they will pick up over the next few days to come. So that's the story through Tuesday. Let's take a look at the forecast then. As you can see, as the showers ease, well, those temperatures will sit at around 29 degrees, but with more sunshine across Rio de Janeiro. As for Mexico and Central America, largely fine, a good deal of dry weather really, picking up some heavier rain, moving down into Costa Rica and towards Panama. A few isolated showers across the Caribbean, not really amounting to very much at all. The emphasis is with dry, settled sunny weather conditions, and still those temperatures peaking into the low 30s. And you can see this quite clearly on the city forecast for the next few days. Hello there. Forecast for Australia and New Zealand coming up shortly, but first of all, let's start off in Asia. Plenty to talk about at the moment. Most of the intense rainfall is across Malaysia and Indonesia. I'll come back to that in just a moment, but further north, we've got a weather front that's moving its way across China, and it's bringing some heavy rain through central China towards Shanghai. That will gradually drift its way steadily north and east into the Korean Peninsula over the next few days. Ahead of it, it's still pretty windy. Dust storms could be an issue. As for Japan, it's fine, settled, sunny and pretty warm really at the moment, but that will change over the next few days. Good deal of dry weather through Vietnam, but as you can see, as we move into Malaysia and Indonesia, there'll be some heavy rain, potential for a storm system to develop here as we head towards the weekend. So clouding over a little and getting a bit cooler into Tokyo with some rain expected through the weekend. Now, as for Australia, a good deal of fine, dry weather away from the north and the winds coming from the interior. So plenty of warmth as well, stretching from Western Australia through the Bight down into the south as well. Different story into the North Island of New Zealand. There's some rain around at the moment. That will steadily ease away. And in the city forecast, you can see this quite clearly. It's going to stay dry, settled and pleasant for many. A good deal of sunshine coming through, a good deal of warmth as well. Hello there. Here's the weather forecast for South Asia. It's a quiet story to tell, no surprises here, but the temperatures are slightly above average for the time of year. So we're starting to see some extreme heat building. Now, the satellite picture showing there's not that much in the way of shower cloud around, but the showers that we do get are quite heavy, particularly with that extreme heat. So some intense thundery downpours are still quite possible and favoured spots for that through Sri Lanka and across that Kerala coastline. But you can see temperatures into the low 40s by the middle part of the day. I'll come back to this in just a moment. Let's move into Central Asia, where you can see through Kazakhstan to the south of Nur Sultan, we'll see a few scattered showers and temperatures still struggling to climb above freezing. Not looking too bad further south of that. Dry, settled and warm generally through the stans. Out of Pakistan into northern India, it's fine and quiet. Good deal of fine weather with those temperatures again above where they should be for the time of year. Always the risk, though, of those sharp showers. Now, somewhere else that we could see some sharp thundery downpours across Bangladesh and through the Himalayas, obviously to the tops of the mountains, it's going to be a snow as well. So this is the story over the next few days. Little in the way of change. Dry, settled, sunny, hot, with a few scattered showers across Sri Lanka. But it does look likely as though the temperatures will start to climb across Kazakhstan, climbing above freezing by the weekend. Hello there. Here's the weather forecast for North America. Plenty to talk about at the moment. A significant area of low pressure is moving its way, as you can see quite clearly, out of the northern plains across the Great Lakes. On the leading edge, there's going to be some snow, some strong winds as well. And the wind direction behind that cold front is a colder northerly, so the temperatures easing away. Ahead of it, we've got some sharper showers moving out of East Texas, across the Mississippi Valley into the Carolinas and across parts of northern Florida as well. Now, by contrast, the West Coast is pretty straightforward. A lot of dry, settled weather on offer. A lot of sunshine as well, as you can see across parts of British Columbia, stretching down into Oregon and into parts of California as well. And so the temperatures, well, pretty respectable actually, likely to peak into the mid-20s. And in terms of Fahrenheit, as you can see quite clearly, that's into the 80s in terms of Fahrenheit. Not quite as warm in Vancouver and Seattle. Vancouver seeing some rain perhaps later in the week. Now, across the east coast, we've got this southerly breeze at the moment, so some warmth here. There's a shower cloud moving across parts of Georgia, down into the Carolinas, northern Florida, and also, as you can see quite clearly, out of Mississippi and into Louisiana as well. So some of those showers really quite intense. We will continue to see those showers during Wednesday and Thursday. Fine for Miami.